Γεια σας όλοι και χρόνια πολλά. It's a little bit late. It's actually 23:36, which in civilian time is 11:36 p.m. I have been up since 7:21 a.m. because that is dawn, and I do this on very special holidays like the 25th of March, the 21st of April, the 4th of August, and the 28th of October. So, if you don't know by now, which if you're an Elinas or an Elenida, shame on you if you don't, but today is Ohi Day, when we celebrate the famous rejection of General Metaxas to the Italians when they asked about invading. And of course, the Ohi part is a legend. He actually said, "and so it's war," and he said it in French. And but the newspapers reported it strictly as Ohi. And that stuck, and that's how the name got its, the day got its name. I'm sorry. This is what happens when you're up for 15 hours. Anyway, I posted like a mad woman on Facebook, and I really do need to tally my scores between today and the 21st of April to see which one has more. I'm in Apriliani, but when I get in the 4th of August mood, I start posting just as much. Actually, right now, I am wearing my Special Forces uniform, no joke. I don't have the correct undershirt or shoes because I don't have the full military gear. I just have the actual jacket and the pants. But, you know, I'm obviously wearing something that's decent. It's not inappropriate. But, yeah, I decided to do that for the last hour. It's another tradition with these 4 holidays. And, except I'm not wearing my cap, because that actually has the emblem of the revolution of the 21st of April. So I don't have anything from Ethniki Organos y Neoleas, which I really should have gotten because they do sometimes have them on eBay. But anyway, all of that aside, before I leave, I really want to take the time to appreciate this day. I think that those of us, particularly in the younger generation, I was born in 1983, and those of us who live in the diaspora, of course I'm in America, I think that we tend to sort of overlook or not truly appreciate what these great men and women went through. It's not just the men, it's not just the soldiers, it's the women too at home, because it's important to remember, this is not like going away to war. This is, you know, this was right in their own backyards. The Italians invaded Elada. It wasn't like we went to Italy. So, it was difficult, and that's putting it very mildly. Most of us, you know, have never seen someone's brain dashed out in front of us, or someone bleeding to death, or lost a loved one, or had someone raped and beaten in front of us because of war, or starving to death. Unfortunately, in Elada right now, there's way too much starving, but that's not from war. That's from corrupt, inept, and disgusting politicians. To actually have your sovereignty questioned and at risk, and I realize that a lot of us consider that to be the case with the EU, but I mean at risk to the point of having an enemy in the country, taking everything over. I can't even imagine that. I cannot imagine the fear, and yet the strength and resilience of these people who basically had nothing. It's not like our military, and certainly the housewives that were defending themselves, had, you know, top of the line, state-of-the-art technology. They really had nothing. And the Italians, they were very well prepared, and there were many of them. So our soldiers and their wives and girlfriends and everyone else, even the older men who couldn't fight anymore, or even the disabled, whatever, everyone did such a phenomenal job in defending the country. And of course, above all, General Metaxas himself, who led us, unfortunately not through it all, but through what he was able to before his death in February of 1941. So yes, let us celebrate and enjoy the day and our food. And my prayer and wish for all of you is that you had a happy, healthy, and safe Ohi Day. And let us remember, so if you know someone who was around then, or who was in Ethniki Oreganos y Neoleas, give them a hug. Tell them you love them. Tell them thank you. And blessings to you. And I will hear from you, or you will hear from me shortly, because I have several videos that I want to upload. I have to redo many of them because they were either lost or they weren't done correctly to begin with, problems with the microphone, etc. So I will be recording those. But that is it for Ohi Day 2014, and here's to many more. Zito helada pandote.